India has one of the richest and most diverse histories and mythologies in the entire world. Starting from the first ever text known to mankind, the Rig Veda, to hundreds of Upanishads and Puranas. Mythology is basically defined as folklores belonging to a certain culture or religion. The age-old Hindu or Sanatan culture of India has so many texts and schools of thought to offer. This article has been written to brief you about the best books on Indian mythology. You must have heard many mythological folklores from your elders. Some people do not believe it to be mythology but rather the history of this nation. Either way, there is a lot to learn from these epics. So, read this article to know about the right mythological books to read. The first product on our list is the Valmiki Ramayana Debroy Bibek. Ramayana still lives in the hearts of Indians, and it will never cease to be so. The Valmiki Ramayana by Debroy Bibek tells the tale of the victory of good over evil. This book narrates the entire story of the Prince of Ayodhya, Prabhu Sri Ram, recounting his exile in the battle with the demon king Ravana. Rama's wife Sita and brother Lakshman also go on the 14-year-long exile they were levied with on the eve of Rama's coronation ceremony. When life throws problems and miseries on Rama, his stoics and bravery pave the way for an epic revered by billions of people worldwide. This entire epic is carved out of love, commitment, jealousy, desires, and ambitions. This is the reason why Ramayana inspires people to the day, as it has something for everyone. Rama is worshipped in this country because no matter what life threw at him, he did not crumble. A must-read book if you want to learn about Indian mythology. The next product on our list is Mahabharata Purnaprajna Das. Mahabharata is another major epic of Indian mythology. It is also the longest epic in Sanskrit. This concise rendition of Purnaprajna Das of the Mahabharata would be a great read for everyone, beginners and experienced readers alike. So many different stories run parallel, with thousands of characters. From Bhishma to Sanjay, from Pandavas to Kauravas, from Krishna to Dronacharya, this tale inculcates all the possibilities of life without making any commandment out of it. This story is relevant for all of us today as we are fighting our mini Mahabharata every day. The next product is the Shiva Trilogy Amish Tripathi. Amish Tripathi has made a name for himself as one of the best writers of Hindu mythological fiction. This Shiva Trilogy, The Immortals of Maluha, The Secret of the Nagas, and The Oath of the Vayuputras, has become a fan favorite over the years. Tripathi clearly claims to be writing fiction inspired by classic tales. These books are a journey of Shiva who becomes Neelakantan and tries to save the Suryavanshi dynasty from various attacks from the Chandravanshis and the Nagas. Even if you are a non-fiction reader, this book will interest you as the author has skillfully crafted the amalgamation of mythology and fiction. The next product is The Palace of Illusions Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. Narrated by Draupadi, the legendary wife of the Pandavas, this novel offers a new interpretation of the Indian epic Mahabharata. This novel focuses on her life, beginning from her birth from fire to the way her husbands were deceived into losing their entire kingdom. Draupadi, despite the humiliation, does not leave the side of her husbands. Draupadi is an archetype of courage and determination. She not only stays with her husbands but also indulges in strategic duels with her mother-in-law and maintains a complicated friendship with Krishna. We see this courageous woman facing all the odds life could throw at her, and yet she never lost sight of her goals. The next product is the Siva Purana J.L. Shastri. Puranas are a class of literature that includes religion, philosophy, history, sociology, politics, and other subjects. The Siva Purana by J.L. Shastri is a narration of Lord Shiva's and Ma Parvati's story. Originally written by Romaharshana, the Shiv Purana included over 100,000 verses. This rendition is a concise version of that. This book makes our list mainly because the verses of the original text have not tampered with this one. Shiva is omnipotent and omnipresent. This Purana talks about the creation of nature and how three energies called Trilogy, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, administer the cycle of life. The next product in our list is Yuganta, The End of an Epoch Irawati Karve. Yuganta is a unique book as it presents the Indian mythological tales and heroes from today's perspective. It talks about their fears, hopes, and make them sound like a regular human of today's world. This gives contemporary readers a great way to relate to the characters and stories better. Irawati Karve has written a collection of essays inspired by the literary tradition of Mahabharata. She keeps a neutral tone throughout and neither judges nor venerates anything extremely. The refreshing new interpretations will be a delight to read for you. The next product in our list is Scion of Ikshvaku Amish Tripathi. The Scion of Ikshvaku is another mythological fiction by Amish Tripathi. In this book, he has narrated a story of Ram Rajya, a perfect land, with its ramifications. The story is based in 3400 BC when Ayodhya is undermined by divisions. Prince Ram emerges as an unlikely hero to save the people of Ayodhya from the demon king Ravana. This story narrates the emotions he goes through and how establishing truth comes with a heavy price. The underlying lesson is that peace is won through war and chaos. This is how nature has always worked and will always work. His level-headedness despite all odds is a key element of the character of Ram. The next product is Vanara. The legend of Baali, Sugreeva and Tara Anand Neelakantan. Baali and Sugreeva had a life full of hardships from the very beginning. They were slaves and were often mocked as monkey men. Baali was determined to change the way their lives were, and he, along with Sugreeva, built a country with the capital city of Kishkindha. This country had no discrimination. What ensues after this is a love triangle among Baali, Sugreeva, and Tara, a tribal doctor's daughter. In this beautiful work of fiction, Baali and Sugreeva chase after this woman, leading to a fraternal war. It is a classic tale of love, lust, and betrayal. The next product is Ganga. The constant goddess Anuja Chandramouli. Goddess Ganga has been revered as the epitome of beauty and purity in this culture since time immemorial. She is believed to be the liquid manifestation of Shakti and Nurturer, the three worlds. She is a constant goddess, renowned as a caring mother, a devoted daughter, and a passionate lover. This book uniquely narrates the story of Ganga. It tells about her magnanimity and generosity as she can give us the precious gift of moksha. Anuja Chandramouli has written this excellent piece, including Ganga's origins, her relationships, and the birth of her two sons, Bhishma and Kartikeya. The next product in our list is Karna's wife, the Outcast's queen Kavita Kane. Karna is one of the most important characters of Mahabharata. Uruvi, his wife, is a Kshatriya princess who witnesses the roller coaster ride of Karna's fate. She knew that marrying Karna would bring many social implications, but she faced all the challenges. She counseled and guided him throughout Mahabharata. Karna's blind allegiance to Duryodhana was something beyond Uruvi's control. She was a keen observer of how the entire saga unfolded and linked to the divine design. Karna had a tragic life, and seeing it from his loving wife's eyes dramatizes that more. Do you think this list makes sense? Leave a comment for us. You can find the product link in the description of the video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel to keep up with the latest reviews.